What's up, everybody? Another episode. Sammy, I can't even do this. Uh, we're gonna call this the crash out episode. I think Tyler, we may lose him today. This may might be his last day on this earth. Um, it's just one of those days, isn't it?
I might freak out.
Long story short, he was just unprepared. He showed up, I think, 4 minutes late into the Zoom call. Uh, I even gave him a 5 minute warning and a 30 minute. Hey, we still good at five, but that's besides the point. He's putting blame onto others instead of taking extreme ownership. I think he's showing that he's not ready to be a manager or a fishmonger. Um, and I think we're pushing him to the edge.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Are you done?
I'm done. I needed to get that out. I was a little upset about the 4 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
Because you're fucking psychotic. There were things that were out of my control. I had everything set up and then it was moved. All right. I'm trying to download it on my other laptop that Mike bought me.
Well,
But
um,
that's not fucking working either, boy.
irregardlessly, we got an episode to do. So if Tyler uh ends up going bye-bye because he can't find his charger and his other laptop doesn't work and he can't get it figured out on his phone, then I'll just serenade you guys for another probably 5 minutes because I'm not gonna do a solo episode. But agenda, we got lives of recent, we got some current events to talk about that I think are interesting. I feel like it was an interesting week. A lot of things happened, but then after that, we'll do random questions, Pat's peeves, Mike's likes, and closing comments. So, lives of recent. Before you die, why don't you tell us what's been up?
Just fucking eating a bag of shit.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing, guy. Just working my fingers to the bone. Get no recognition from the man. Had to go back into work after a 9 hour day yesterday and freeze 1,100 pounds of shrimp. So that was fun.
Sometimes that's just part of being the boss.
Yep, I guess so. I guess so, dude. It really wasn't that bad. It was only an hour and a half, and I got paid
Yeah.
100 bucks.
Hey, there you go. Good way to look at it.
And I saw the Superman movie this week. I don't know if I talked about that
I think you
already.
did. No, you talked about Jurassic Park. I don't think you talked about Superman.
Yeah, Superman was really good.
Heard it was good.
Yeah, it was very good. Um, my mom came by today, and my mom, my aunt, and they dropped us off a stroller and a car seat. So
Sick. Is it the
two.
same one that you were pushed around in?
No, I don't think it's safe to keep a car seat or a stroller that long.
I'm sure it is.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much it.
That sounds
Um,
rather uneventful. I think you need some spice in your life, my friend.
bro, I just live, laugh, love, bro.
Not doing much living, if you ask me. It sounds like you just work and hate your life, but uh, you know, that's cool. I'll talk.
We had a softball game.
Okay, there we go.
Our last regular season game. We were 4-4 and had the chance to be above 500 for the first time. We've already won the most games that we've won in a season. And then we got absolutely fucking demolished by Good Hops. They beat us 19-3 and we got run ruled in the fourth.
This was the last regular season game,
Hmm.
so under 500.
4-5. And then Wes hit a double and I was third base coach. And I said, Wes, I would have made it to third. Just me and Wes having a conversation. No, I didn't ask anybody else for input. their shortstop goes, "No, you wouldn't. Look at you. Look at you." And I was like, so I said "fuck you" 3 times, and then I told him to go fuck himself. And that was it. And then me and Wes were walking off the field, and I was like, "That guy's a piece of shit." And then the one of the girls on their team said, "Don't worry about that guy. We don't even like him." And then after the game, and he was honestly kind of a prick the whole game, like not like saying anything else, but just like annoying.
Hmm.
And after the game, we were both first in our lines for like high fives, and I snubbed him on the high five because I don't want to touch your hands. Like I don't want to be friends with you. You're a dick. And then he said something about that quietly, and then he said something in their dugout, but I didn't hear that. A girl on the other team just like yelled out, "Don't worry about him." So I don't know. I mean, he didn't want to say nothing to me. So
Yeah, there's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to fight one of these people.
it happens to me more than it happens to fucking morbidly obese people.
Yeah, I think it's because of you do present a certain level of confidence and you are a little more outgoing, whereas like other bigger people aren't. Um, and I
Yeah,
think it makes,
I don't hate myself.
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. But like it makes other people who for some reason think of highly of themselves. I don't know why some people think highly of themselves because truthfully, a lot of people do not have any kind of business thinking highly of themselves that do think highly of themselves. But it makes those people that do think highly of themselves feel like they're in some position to say something like they won't get their ass beat. Um,
Well, especially this guy. Like I legitimately would have like changed the course of his life.
yeah.
Like not a big dude, and he's like, "Look at you," and I'm like, "I'm successful. I got a smoking hot wife, and I'd beat the fuck out of you." This is a slow pitch
Right.
softball game.
I think there comes to a certain point though where you're gonna have to like owe it to yourself to put hands on someone.
I was talking to Mike about it, and then he had a different. He doesn't think I should do that. He thinks that it would be animalistic of me, and the only reason I feel that I should act that way is because of certain parts of my heritage. If you catch
Um,
what I'm getting at.
oh my God, yeah. Um, no, I just mean because how many times have you said the next person that calls me fat, I'm gonna punch in the face?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he
So,
didn't exactly use the words fat, but it was highly insinuated.
yeah, you know what he meant though. So I just think I feel like at a certain point you owe it to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, Wes thought he was
Or
joking
maybe
around. And he might have been joking around, but also I don't know. You don't joke around with me.
yeah, that's also a fair point, you know. We're not on a joking level like me and you. We're not on that joking level, but also, you know, maybe next time just walk up to him in the shake hands line, like give him act like you're gonna dap him up and say nothing's wrong, and then pull in a whisper in his ear and just say, "I'd like to rip your arms off and beat you to death with them,
Mhm.
and I could if I
I
wanted to," and then walk away.
yeah, I I told Wes, and I meant this, that if there was an opportunity for there to be a base path collision, that I 100% would have taken that dude out, and I would have, because I
Yeah,
was so like, I'm mad if I don't dap you up afterwards. Like that's like pretty
yeah,
much
right.
because I get a
Also,
lot
you
of
gotta
flack
like
for
at the
I get a lot of
same,
flack for arguing with people and dapping
yeah,
them up afterwards, which I think is a normal thing to do if you let something go.
yeah, no, for sure. I think it is a normal thing to do, but also like you just got to not let it get to you so much. Not that I'm
Yeah.
saying that you do that all the time, but I know it.
Oh
I
no.
know how it gets to you. I do.
I mean that shit. I mean, especially because I'm not gonna sit here in front. That dude is better than me at softball. I'm not a good softball player.
That's fair.
Um, but like if we put a basketball in your hands, like you can't fucking you know what I mean? Like I'm probably a better athlete than that guy. And
Yeah. I mean, just throw him a good old McGregor jab and tell him your wife is in me DMs.
that dude's gone off the deep end, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's a story. That's a story for another day.
Yeah. Um, all right. Well, I will say that uh, before the season started, or maybe it was after the first game, I can't remember. I had Wes on as a guest, and he predicted that you guys are below average Joe's 4.0. Every single season, you've matched your win total with what number you are. So, first season, you had one win. Second season, you had two. Last season, you had three. And he predicted four wins this year. And that was accurate.
We had three wins. I don't know if we had three wins last year. I think we had one regular season win and one playoff win. So I think he was wrong about that.
Well, either way, he said you were going to have four wins this year.
And he was
He
right.
also said he was going to hit like 700, but
Did not do
maybe
that.
not. Maybe not
He did not do
700.
that.
He said he actually. Let me take that back. He said he wanted to hit over 300.
I don't know if he did on the year, but as a lefty, he hit over 500.
He hit better as a lefty.
Astronomically better.
Interesting. Like we're talking slap hits. Is that
Slap
what it was?
hits. Yeah, I mean, he hit a fucking piss missile into
Really?
right field and stretched a double. And if he got out of the box quicker, he
Yeah.
could have easily stretched a triple.
Interesting. That's something you probably never thought you'd say to yourself as Wes stretches triple.
It was the perfect. I mean, potential could have done it anyway, but I held him at second.
Yeah.
Which really extreme ownership. I guess it's my fault that I got in an argument with that guy because I held Wes at second.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Now you're thinking correctly.
Okay.
And extreme ownership. Uh, you didn't try to log onto the computer until seconds before the Zoom call started, when you could have been
Uh,
finding your charger
untrue.
earlier.
Untrue. That's liberal propaganda.
So it wasn't an issue 5 minutes before the call, I will say that.
Um, my what was your guys' bet on my batting average? Or was it
Ah,
just
man.
Wes's?
I don't think we even made a bet on Wes's. Um, we just he that was just what he hoped to hit over. And I think we talked about you over under 300 as well. I think that's what it was, over under 300.
And it was under.
Under 3?
I was I 250.
Jesus Christ, dude, it's slow pitch softball.
Um, well, I started 2 for 3, and then I was 0 for my next five. And I mean, I didn't have a huge sample size because I didn't hit half the year.
It's fair.
But it's a good thing
But,
I didn't hit half the year because I was progressively getting worse.
you know, a lot of this could be fixed with just, going to the cage a couple times before the season.
Hmm. Very easily.
Very easily. And low key could probably be a good time. Go out there, smack some beers, freaking crank some dingers in the cage.
But then what if I go there and I'm not hitting good in the cage? I'm hitting pop-ups to third base in the cage.
Yeah, that's the time. That's when you work on it. You can work on actually making contact with the ball. So when you get up there and you're in the box, you're not worried about swinging and missing, which results in you popping up to third base because now you're not worried about swinging and missing. So you can just go out there and you're like, I know I'm going to make contact with it. Just takes one thing off your plate. Most of the time, it's just hitting it in play. So like just getting it a little bit above the outfield or the infield into the outfield because the outfielders generally you hit it to right field. Most of the time, the person in right field cannot catch the ball.
Listen, now we're talking about me going opposite. I can't even go fucking I can't even pull it correctly. So we got to work on, you
You
know.
just got to hit it where it's pitched. It's slow pitch softball. You guys are overthinking it. Just hit the ball.
I mean, my first year I hit like 380.
It's still bad. You should be hitting like 700.
Well, Ed hit like 700 last year and he hit like I think we did the math, he hit like 351 this year.
Yeah, that's surprising.
And we're still the best we've ever been.
I don't understand it.
Our defense has been really good all year.
That's good. That's surprising as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this team we just played really figured out. I guess we're the left side of the infield, first base, second
Like,
base, or the right side of the infield.
I'd say you're probably the right side of the infield.
Is when the batter's looking.
I guess I'm not.
Well, if you're looking
Yeah,
at it from above, we're the
I'd
right
say
side.
you're the right. I mean, if it was me, I don't know how like technically correct this is, but I'd say that's the right side of the infield. The left side is short and third. That's what I'd say.
That's what I would think too. Well, this team figured out that me and Wes can neither one of us can move laterally, and they absolutely butchered us.
Just grounder to short, or grounder to second, grounder to first.
Yeah, I mean, and they technically they weren't errors because we couldn't get there fast enough for it to be an error.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, got absolutely filleted. Yeah.
It'd be like that. Well, I mean, overall successful season. Most
Yeah,
wins
and
you've gotten.
ended on a low point. We also didn't have like we were shorthanded our past two games, so
And I mean, truthfully, you knew that what's the team called again?
good ops. We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, you know that they're the best team in the league every year.
The
And
the problem is we went up 3-0,
yeah,
and then we got out of two innings up 3-0.
really.
And then we start thinking, oh, we can hang with these guys. And then they just beat the fuck out of us.
Yeah, that's tough.
And they were missing a girl and didn't have their best hitter from what I hear.
Damn, that's brutal.
I'm a
Well,
basketball player.
yeah, but it doesn't save you. It doesn't save you out there. You're not playing basketball.
They don't correlate at all.
I would disagree.
Well, I'm not good at defense, and the lateral movement on defense would, I guess, help me in the infield.
Yeah, I mean, just general coordination, hand-eye coordination. It's why you see a lot of baseball players typically transition well to basketball.
You see, I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, I agree with it a lot. I think most baseball players, you put them on a basketball court, it looks like they've been there before.
No.
Compared to a football player?
Well, we didn't have many we only had two baseball players that played basketball. And
Okay,
then
I'm
more.
not saying that. I'm just saying just generally you go out and we're at a gym and there's people that play baseball and there's people that play football. The people that play baseball are going to translate to the basketball court better than people that play other sports.
An average person, I would say, yeah.
There's more coordination involved.
Well,
There's more
baseball's the hardest sport.
hitting a baseball is the hardest thing in sports. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
And Tyler has died. His microphone or his computer has died on me. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna call him, see how that works, and see if he can get it up on his phone. Maybe we'll just end this one, get it up on his phone. And yes. Okay. Tyler's iPhone is popping up. We might be in business. His phone is probably gonna die because that's just how Tyler's life is gonna go. He probably can't find his charger. So
Hi.
you're back.
Yeah, yeah, I was about to my computer died on 20%. So,
Well, you
um
know what could have prevented that?
yes, Trey, I do.
Okay, yeah, as long as you know. Um, all right, well, let's talk about my life of recent. Um, Beautiful weather this weekend. I had a good week at work. Friday night, I got off I had a late day Friday. It was tough. Got out at like 1 p.m. Um, Friday night, Sam finished up work, went to grab Margs at this little Mexican spot. Um, I do have a question about this. Is it frowned upon to go sit at a booth at a Mexican restaurant, get drinks, eat the free chips and salsa, and then bounce?
Hmm. I don't know if it's frowned upon. I wouldn't I wouldn't say it's best practice. I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay, well
eh,
that's what we did. Um, I actually got a half pitcher of a margarita, which is kind of what it sounds like. Think of a pitcher, but it's kind of a smaller pitcher. Um, it was like $12 versus a regular margarita that's like $8. I probably got three margaritas out of it. So all in all, I think solid deal.
yeah. Well, you got how many margaritas out of it?
Yeah, three margaritas out of it.
And it costs $8?
It's only four more dollars. No, 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 no. It's dollars versus the regular margarita that's $8.
Well, yeah, no brainer.
Yeah, I think I found a loophole, but so yeah, we did that, and then after we had drinks, so Sam got like two margaritas, I had my half margarita, and then we went to Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner. Um, haven't been to this Buffalo Wild Wings since we've been back in Missouri, so we went there obviously last time we were here about 5 years ago. Wasn't great then. We didn't really like it. Service was kind of shitty, but this time we went in, we sat at the bar, there wasn't a lot of people there. Gotta say, pretty solid. I got the all-American burger. The bun on the top bun was a little hard. I feel like it probably sat in the window a little long, but overall good. Sam got some boneless wings. They were good. Um, they definitely just had a change in management, kind of a rebranding deal, because they had a little bit of a scandal. Um, and it's kind of funny. They had a fentanyl scandal. Fentanyl scandal. Um, yes. So apparently they were selling fentanyl out the back and they were using the food scales to weigh it. Um,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. So apparently, so I think this might be a little bit of rumor, but apparently it was getting in the wing sauce and people were getting like fentanyl poisoning. Or that's the rumor that's going around at least.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
What the fuck, dude?
I know for sure that there was like a DEA operation a while ago, like that came in and arrested so and so because they were selling fentanyl at the back. So I don't know about the wing sauce thing, but that's the new hotness. Um, so yeah, that's pretty freaking wild about beat up selling fentanyl.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, but so
Fucking
that was uh
meth fent wings.
yeah, I mean it is Missouri, so you got to think about where we're at. I'm surprised it wasn't meth, to be honest. Um, but Saturday morning, woke up, went on a run. It was kind of a long run day. I did 12 miles, and Sam actually rode her bike beside me, which I thought was pretty cool. It's nice because you go on a long run, and sometimes they get a little lonely. I know you know. You have nobody to talk to. You're kind of just doing the same thing over and over. So it was nice to have her riding the bike right next to me, and we were both listening to music, but I could like pull out a headphone and just be like blah blah blah. I saw this, saw that. Um, she also kept water on her bike, which was nice because 12 miles without water in the heat of July is not fun. Um, but overall, Loki impressed because biking for 12 miles is no joke, especially when you don't ride bikes.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about the bike really is getting used to the seat
Yeah,
when you're doing a long bike ride,
no
the
doubt. And she
comfort
has a
level of it.
yeah, she has a pretty good bike seat, and but she said her butt is sore from the seat, and then her quads are pretty sore from pedaling.
12
Because
miles,
she
anything is no joke.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, she was going slow because she was riding at my running pace, so she was kind of just cruising. Um, but still, she was on the bike for damn near 2 hours. I mean, like an hour 45 or something like that.
It's potentially harder to ride slower than you would at your
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. And then we
typical
we hit
riding
up
pace.
we went up some gnarly hills. I think running up hills is easier than riding bikes up hills.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I don't know about that one. I don't like either one.
Well, right. I don't like either one either, but I do think running up a hill is easier than riding a bike up a hill. Riding bikes up hills suck.
Hello, dear. Oh,
Did,
thank you so much.
did
I
she
love
bring
you.
you the charger that you lost?
No, she brought me my dinner, you bitch.
Yeah, you can't miss a meal.
I'll
No
crash the fuck
response.
out.
Oh
I'll fucking
man.
crash out.
Yeah, that's classic Tyler right there. You guys are lucky you're gonna get to hear him like slurping some soup all the rest of this episode.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
All right, so after oh, actually just more on the running thing a little bit. Uh, I'm working on my like fueling slash hydration plan type deal. Um, because truthfully, like Sam's not gonna ride her bike with me every single time we run, and it's too damn hot to not have any water. So I got to think about something. I don't like wearing the vest, like the little running vest that have the camelback in it. I just don't like wearing it. I think it's bulky. I can't take my shirt off. It gets hot. I ordered one of those little flip belt things, which is kind of like a mini fanny pack. It looks like it's a good material. It fits two 300 milliliter soft bottles, so like when they're empty, they can be collapsed. Um, so it fits two of those, which is basically 20 ounces of water, and then room for a couple of the gels. So I'm thinking if I can just get enough water to just, a couple sips here and there, it'll end up getting me through it. So I got a 14 miler this coming Saturday uh, that I'm going to test it out for, and hopefully I don't pass out and die. So stay tuned for that.
14 miler. Whack.
Whack. Um, yeah. So after the run, I took the dogs to the river. Um, Kobe absolutely cannot get enough of the water. He is a swimming fool.
He's a lab, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's isn't that kind of the thing? I remember Josh's dogs used to do that in the
yeah.
pool.
And like the river's it's cool. It's like technically it's a creek, but I'd say it's a big creek and the water is super clear. So it's not rivers here are not like rivers back home. Like you think of the Cape Fear River, it's real murky brown water, like not very pleasant to look at or swim in.
The fastest
Here,
moving coast.
yes, definitely. Uh, so rivers here are like crystal clear. Like you see your toes, you can see every rock at the bottom. They're really cold because they're all like spring fed, and um, it's pretty fast moving. So Kobe, we're letting him swim around a little bit, blah blah blah. He's doing his thing, and then I got this stick that he seemed obsessed with, and I was just like throwing the stick in the water, and he's running and jumping after the stick, and we're playing fetch like in the river with the stick. It was pretty sick. So he was definitely a tired boy. Um, Jazz even got in there and swam a little bit. She got her old ass swimming around. Um, she mostly likes to just lay in it. It's real cool. The water's probably like 60 degrees. Like it's pretty chilly. Um, so she mostly likes to kind of go to the shore and just lay down and stay cool. But she did that. We brought some chairs out there, drank some beers, listened to music, and just kind of floated around.
Yeah, I'd like to. It seems like a cool setup every time you send like a little Snapchat of it, like pretty. I don't want to say it, but private.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely other people out there. Um, but we definitely get a little piece of real estate to ourselves. So, um, one of the ways we get in there is go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah, how you get out there, but it seemed like you were about to tell me how you get out there.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little entryway through the park. So you kind of have to know it's there, um, which has a little bit of privacy factor to it in the first place. But we walk through this little entrance, and it's a little shallow part, like ankle deep, where there's always a bunch of kids and families, and they're like splashing around in the water. And then you cross the stream, so you got to walk through like ankle deep water, get on this other little like beach area, walk down the beach area for like probably 100 feet, and then we have like a little secluded uh little beach kind of deal. It's real rocky. It's basically just like river rock, but um it's pretty private. And then we have like our own little spot, and like Kobe and Jazz can't see the other dogs and people, so it's just perfect because they're not like super um, anxious about what's going on in other places. So they definitely have a good time.
You go to the same spot every time.
Yeah, pretty much. Give or take a couple 100 feet or 50 feet or whatever it is, but generally the same little spot.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, it's deep. It gets to like chest deep, so you can actually like go swimming in it and stuff like that. We brought some floats out. I threw my anchor in the middle of it, and we just floated for probably an hour and a half. So that was fun. But today, kind of a reset day. Went to the grocery store. I got a haircut, did some laundry. Kind of getting ready for the new week.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to do a little reset. I shaved my beard today. I don't know if you can tell.
No, can't tell. It looks like shit, like it always does.
I'll it won't be good for. I'll change the course. I'll come up there and change the course of your life.
Yeah, you'll probably just talk about it and not do anything, just like you did to all the other people that have called you fat.
Somebody at work, I was talking reckless to somebody at work, and they were like, "You seem like a really aggressive person for somebody who doesn't do anything." I was like, first of all, don't read me so hard. All right. Don't ever read me like that again.
Oh man. Speaking of shaving beards though, you see old MJ chopped his down.
Anytime you shave a lot off, it's very thinning.
It's very thinning. Oh, okay, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying. Yeah.
like makes you look thinner, I think, when you cut off a lot of your beard.
Yeah, because you can kind of see some shape. Then it's not just like this like thing blocking your whole neck. So
But if you cut off too much and you're like my size or Mike's size, like 220 to 240, then you just have like you have your fucking fat neck. So like you have to like find the
hey, look, you can't say my size or Mike's size anymore.
I said 240 to 220.
Uh-huh.
That's what I said.
I'm just saying you can't say that anymore.
I'm not gonna let some welterweight. What do you weigh? 165? Talk to me.
Shit. I'm like 205 and I could do any lift more than you right now.
But if a
And you
man
want to,
walks but if a man walks into our house unarmed with no weapons, both of our homes, he gets more beat up at my house. That's all I'm saying.
you're just gonna not shake his hand.
He's gonna be like, "Wow, this guy's pissed."
I mean, fuck. You're gonna not shake his hand and then dap him up at the end and say, "Take what you want, pal." But yeah, that's about it. I was thinking it's July 20th. Not quite the end of the summer. Um, but we're getting there. We're about like over halfway through with the summer, I'd say. And if there's ever a time, it's time to lock in as you're showing me your food to the camera.
It's salmon.
Yeah, it's salmon, probably with a pound of butter.
Have you ever had a poke bowl?
Yeah, don't like them.
Well, that's a surprise, Mister Fucking Butter Noodles. Um, but anyway, yeah. I mean, I'm locked in. I'm sore as fuck from my workouts this week.
Yeah, it's
The
time. I
diet,
got
the diet is still. I mean, I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm struggling with self control. Um, it's not even like the healthy food. It's just fucking portion control. You eat like an animal. But I'm getting better about not eating late.
yeah, I mean that's literally all you.
Uh huh.
Get a scale. Order one of those fentanyl scales from Buffalo Wild Wings.
What what town is the Buffalo Wild Wings in?
St. Robert, Missouri.
Hey, can I get one of those fence scales you guys have back out there?
Yeah, get one of those scales. That's what Sammy does, and she puts all the weight in. She puts it in this little app in her phone. It tells her how many calories she's eaten and like how much she still has based off her calorie goal. Um, so I think that's working pretty well for her. It really is.
Yeah, that's how I use like the I can't remember the name. It's not My Fitness Pal, but it's something like that where you log your calories. It's called Lose It, is what the app is called. And that's the only part where it's like a scale would help. And I've seen stuff on social media where it's an app that hooks to the scale
Yeah.
and it like directly inputs it, like directly uploads the weight of whatever food right into the app.
Yeah, because you can't track calories without the scale. I mean, like you might have a decent guess, but with things, especially like pasta and rice, like an eyeball method doesn't work because what you think is 20 grams of rice or whatever it is way more than 20 grams of rice.
Yeah, rice is like carbs are pretty calorie dense, which is surprising.
Yeah.
It's not
Um,
surprising because people tell you to avoid carbs, but like I wouldn't have thought, like a cup of rice
yeah.
is as much as it is.
Yeah.
If I'm
But
eating fucking rice.
as you're literally couldn't have waited, to finish this deal to eat your dinner, but whatever. But we gotta take a break and we'll be back with another part. All right, no commercial today. Figured you guys have heard enough of Tyler's chewing. So we'll just get right back into it. Like I was saying, it's time to lock in. 98 days to the marathon. So still some time left, but we're getting down to crunch time. So starting to kind of eat a little cleaner, increase the mileage. Um, Same thing for you. It could be a big end of summer, early fall for you if you just lock in.
Gotta push. Gotta push now. I've gotten in a good groove of like doing the workouts, going to the gym, which that's really the hardest part about it is physically going. And then but once you're there, you're like, okay, fuck, I'm here. Might as well do this shit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But let's talk about a little current events. Is your phone on your Wi-Fi? Yep.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
think it is on your Wi-Fi. Well,
What's
if
happening?
you just have sounded like shit the whole time you've been on your phone, it's been very choppy and in and out.
Awesome.
Yeah. So see if you can't disconnect your Wi-Fi and see what that does. Um, but while we wait, we will kind of get into some current events. So a few things have happened over the past week that I'd like to talk about. Some of them a little ongoing, but uh, this Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway fight last night. I think that was a pretty big fight, and Max Holloway ended up coming out with the win, resulting in Dustin announcing his retirement at the end. I think it's kind of sad to see him go. What do you think about that? Sorry, Tyler's chewing. He has to unmute his mic.
I mean, I think that's a perfect way to go out. Obviously, he would have wanted to win, but Max Holloway is a good, it's for that BMF title. So I think that's a good. I didn't get to watch any of it, but I heard it was a good fight. They really got after it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either, but I always like Dustin Poirier. I think he's always been like a good guy. He's been entertaining, but also just like a good dude for the sport. He's also been in some crazy fights. So a couple that sparked my interest was him versus Gaethje in 2018. That was
Yeah,
bonkers.
fucking battle, dude.
Yeah, that was an absolute battle. I think that was one that's a fight that will always kind of like stick in my head of them just like standing in the middle, just going at it. Um,
Absolutely psychotic.
yeah, no doubt he really is. But another one, he had a fight versus Hooker that was very Dan Hooker that was very similar, and that was 2020, so 2 years after the Gaethje fight. I don't know if you remember that one.
Dan Hooker's another one of those guys who's just fucking about it.
They're just about it. Everybody in that kind of like weight class style is just like I feel like they're ready to make a name for themselves and they're ready to freaking die in there.
Yeah, and I think it has something to do with also like guys that size. I mean, obviously they have knockout power, but it's not like heavyweights where like it's you know what I'm trying to say. Like they're not going to get slept from one punch typically.
Yeah. No, they definitely sit in there and they take a few on the chin and um but another one that stuck out was him versus McGregor in 21. I think that was Poirier McGregor 2, where Conor broke his leg.
That was so disappointing. I didn't want that to happen because
No.
that was back when I was a McGregor fan, and
Yeah.
I but McGregor's such a piece of shit now. Like
He's definitely a piece of shit. And that was actually the fight where McGregor was on the ground saying, "Your wife is in me DMs."
it's just uh, I see like a picture of him every week with like another woman,
Yeah.
like still married, and
It's been bad. Say what?
maybe they have an open marriage. I don't know.
I mean, maybe they do. However, even if they do have an open marriage, like he's still got to show a little bit of respect for his wife.
Yeah, I mean, and he's coked to the fucking gills every time he does a press conference
Yeah. Did you see the most recent thing?
with BFKC, BKFC,
I don't know who BKFC is.
the bare knuckle fighting corporation or
No. No. He like sent an Instagram DM or something to one of
oh
these. I
my
can't remember.
god,
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I didn't even isn't he like hanging a weight from his cock?
Yes. It's it's on Twitter. You can see it.
You've seen it,
Yeah.
Peace,
Now given I don't know if it's real.
or if
Like
it's
I
his.
don't know if that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's some kind of like AI edited version of the photo. I think the photo definitely happened. I just don't know if the photo on Twitter is him.
Does he have a piece?
I mean, he's not shrimpy. He definitely wasn't embarrassed of it.
I mean, if you can hang a weight from it,
Now it's not even really a weight. It's like a mini dumbbell that probably weighs nothing. That it looks like he tied it with like fishing line. It's fun.
I could
It's
listen. I'm not trying to say anything, but if I did that, it would just singe my penis off.
no, it was weird, that's for sure. It was super weird, but um yeah, not what I expected to see. Oh man, but so also in the current event news, did you see the astronaut CEO? And not I'm not talking about space astronaut. The company I think is called Astronaut. The
That
CEO
shit,
called him
so, dude.
yeah. Well, he was called on the Kiss Cam at a Coldplay concert with the head of his company's HR.
That shit. No one would that clip. No one would ever have seen it if they just acted normal.
I know. I mean, given it may have been like, oh, I know that guy, and then like, sure, his wife may have seen it, and like he would have ended his marriage, but like the whole world wouldn't have seen it, and he probably would still have a job.
Yeah, like that's like a crazy scandal. And then like people
Absolutely.
saying, "Well, I don't think him cheating should make him lose his job." That's not why he's losing his job. You
No.
can't be head of HR as a CEO of the company.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
crazy conflict.
Also, it's not just be fair, the reason he's losing his job is because now his reputation is tarnished in the public eye. So of course you can't have that job anymore. You're supposed to be built on this reputation you have, and now that reputation is gone. So that's why he lost his job. I'd fire him too.
Guilty in the court of public opinion.
Right, exactly. I think it's funny that MLB teams are now doing kiss cams and playing Coldplay songs in the background.
And people like he's become like a meme. Like people are reenacting it everywhere. It's hilarious.
I know it's crazy.
I feel
Uh,
bad for his family.
I feel bad for his family too. However, she's about to be so rich.
Yeah, I mean, like what? Like when they go to court, they're gonna rip his asshole out.
Yeah, there's no denying that one. But uh, one thing I saw is he blamed the concert for violating his rights by putting him on the camera.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the legal merits of that. I feel like it's implied when you go in there that you could end up on camera.
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time believing that was the first kiss cam that popped up. Um, like that was the first, those two were the first people shown throughout the series of the kiss cam at this concert. So I have a hard time believing that. Um, so like if you're just sitting there all cuddled up, maybe see the kiss cam that's happening in the Jumbotron and like back away, like split up. I don't know, but not continue to cuddle.
He was too busy thinking about that human resources cheek.
Yeah, well, he didn't get it that night.
We don't
Shit,
know that.
maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did. He was like, we're fucked. Might as well send it.
I've already thrown away my merit. Yeah, I heard, and who knows if this is true, that the woman that he's with, who he has kids with, that he's married to, he cheated on his first wife with that lady.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you got to take all this like internet stuff with a grain of salt because that could have very well been like a game of telephone and somebody just said that and now people are saying it. So it is hard to know with situations like this. Obviously, we don't know those people at all, but uh, I could see it. But I think it's one thing I think is funny is Coldplay's giving warnings at their concerts now, and they're like, "All right, we got to the point in the show where we're gonna do a kiss cam, so you could be on camera in the next 30 seconds, blah blah blah. So fix your makeup if you need to." I thought that was hilarious. So they're like obviously addressing the situation, but not specifically addressing the situation.
His cam at a concert is kind of random though,
It's definitely a little random.
but they do have those type of songs, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. And Coldplay's probably they're trying to get people involved in the concert because I don't think they're really making new songs.
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, fuck if I know too. All right, so moving on, current events. Shane Gillis at the ESPYs.
I haven't seen many of the clips, but I heard the Carl Anthony Towns "Hey Girl" thing. Oh my
Oh,
god,
dude, that wasn't even. You got to watch it. I don't know how you haven't seen that,
I'm scared to watch it.
dude. Just watch the whole thing. It was so funny. Did you hear the Caitlin Clark joke?
I must not have.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell it to you because it's too funny. But
I'm
it's
sure you'll.
I'm sure you're sure I'll what?
I'm sure you'll do it justice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he's talking about Caitlin Clark, and he's like, when Caitlin Clark retires, she's gonna go work at Waffle House so she can continue doing what she does best, fist fighting black women.
Uh, that's fucked.
Yeah, it was pretty funny though. Also a lot of Belichick jokes about him being with the 24-year-old girl. Um, he said something. This is like my other favorite one. He's like, if you won 6 Super Bowls, you might be sitting next to a hot 24-year-old instead of your dog-faced wife.
Oh my god.
That one didn't land well. I don't think that one was received.
And a lot of these jokes he didn't write. Like when you do award shows, a lot of times they have their own writers.
Yeah, there was a couple of them when he said something and nobody laughed, and he's like, "I don't care. I didn't write it." I just don't think like they didn't. The crowd didn't really. like laugh that much. And it's not because I don't think they were funny, because I thought they were hilarious. Um, I think they were a little afraid to laugh about like the potential backlash, and they know the camera's going to get pointed at them, so they didn't want to be the one like hysterically laughing. Do you know those athletes? They all got egos.
That shit's the one I did fucking see was when he like about like the WNBA star, but it was like his friend's wife and everybody like clapping.
He's like, I knew none of you knew a WNBA player. Oh man, but I feel like he's hard to have at a show like the ESPYS. I don't think he's the right comedic style. Like he's hilarious, um, but I just feel like it's not the right humor. He's very controversial in his humor. I will say that John Jones was loving it. He was cracking the fuck up every time they put the camera on him.
Jones don't give a fuck about anything. He beats the shit out of his fucking wife. Why would he care about how someone sees him laughing? He just beats people the fuck up when he's on a coke rampage.
Oh yeah, yeah. But Shane Gillis is kind of on an absolute tear right now. Did you see the second season of Tires?
I haven't seen the first season of Tires.
Oh my God, you gotta watch that show.
I've seen the clip when he like is calling like Andrew Santino and the other guy like greasy wops, and I thought that shit was hilarious.
Dude, the whole show is shit like that. It's so absurd. And it's honestly like a it's put together well. Like, yeah, it's stupid humor, but like it low key, like they took some time and they actually made like a little storyline and it's funny.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of comedians on there too who I've seen like they're just their stand up. So that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
exactly. Like there's a lot of people on there and it's absurdly funny. Honestly, it's absurdly funny.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Lakers land Marcus Smart. You see that?
Wesley told me about that.
Yeah, so Smart signed with the Wizards and then he got bought out. Lakers waived Shake Milton basically to make room for him on a 2-year, $11 million contract. Um, so kind of my thoughts is I feel like it shows a win now priority, which it seemed like they were going away from.
Yeah, I just if Smart can give us 25 good minutes a game, that's a win. Half the game.
Right. I'm interested a little bit to see kind of the lineups and things like that. What do you think LeBron thinks about it? You think he likes them bringing somebody like Smart in, or was he looking for some more shooting, or what do you think?
I think he likes it from the sense that it can take some pressure off defensively of him and Luca. Like
Yeah,
you can like Luca can now hide.
because Luka's a
Yeah,
cone.
yeah, he's a cone for sure. Um,
I did read somewhere that Luka is the one that recruited him.
and that's what you want. I mean, obviously LeBron is eventually he's either gonna go somewhere else in a year or he's gonna retire. So you kind of have to prioritize your future superstars' needs
Yeah, no doubt.
and wants.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about some lineups. So to me, it looks like they're like a starting lineup opening night is probably Luka, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, and then Aiton at the five.
I like that. Wes had Rui on the bench and starting Marcus Smart, which I don't think they'll start Marcus Smart.
No, I think they're gonna take Smart off the bench. I think they like the size of Rui at the three, and then potentially having him at the four uh later on in the games. Um, like I think like a small ball lineup, potentially like a closing lineup, kind of a small ball thing is like Smart, Doncic, Reeves, Hachimura, then LeBron at the five.
Yeah, I like Smart playing those fourth quarter minutes. I mean, obviously he didn't win that championship with the Celtics, but he was part of the building of that team.
Yeah, I
No, I
agree. And I think what it does more than anything is just give them a little versatility because now they can plug him in to play pretty much one through three. Because sure, he's undersized to play the three, but he makes up for that by being a really point of attack defender.
yeah, I'm comfortable with him guarding like 95% of the threes in the league.
Yeah, for sure.
At least, I mean, not the whole game, I mean, because getting up there in age, but for you know 20 minutes a game, he can do it.
You know who I'd really like to see them get some kind of so I like Hayes, Jackson Hayes, but I think I would prefer Aiton to be like their backup center, and then to trade Hayes and somebody like Gabe Vincent and maybe Dalton Connect to get like a pretty star defender. You know who I'd like to see them have is still have Aiton starting and then get somebody like Andre Drummond to be the backup center.
Yeah, but there's no way they would go with Drummond starting.
No, they wouldn't. In that scenario, Aiton would start.
Yeah, I mean, Drummond's still got a little bit of gas. I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I'm saying. He could come off the bench, be a big body, foul people, get rebounds. I think he would be huge to be a backup center, and I think they could get him for some young pieces like a Jackson Hayes and a Dalton Connect.
Yeah, and
I
I think
think
they've
that might
already
be
kind
even
of.
getting up too. That might be giving up too much.
I mean, they've already established they're willing to move Connect for the right piece.
Yeah, I think they'd prefer somebody that would be there in the long run. Like I know we talked about old fucking Mark Smith or whatever that dude's name was. I think we decided it wasn't Mark Williams.
No, it is Mark Williams.
It is Mark Williams. Yeah.
Everybody was losing their mind in the snaps.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, so old Mark Smith. What did we call him the first time? Mark Andrews? No, something like that.
Marcus something. I think maybe Marcus.
No, it was Mark something. It was just a different last name. But I think that's why they were willing to give up Connect for him because he's still young. So I don't know. I just don't think Jackson Hayes is going to cut it. I think if he was like a third center, he'd cut it, but I don't think he's going to cut it off the bench. I think he'll play decent, but I'd like a more established big.
Yeah, I mean Hayes. I liked him, but I mean he was just he was a rim runner,
Yeah.
and when he got matched up with somebody who had some body, I mean he couldn't really defend them. I mean he's more of like a weak side, come over and block
Right.
shots than
Right. Then a point defender. I will tell you if they're gonna have any level of success, Austin Reeves has to have an all-star season.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, and he's more than capable of doing that.
Yeah, I think he is. I think I'm interested to see how it goes with Luca and then Rui. I mean, Hachimura is capable of being a pretty high level player. Um, I'm interested to see how that goes. Uh, you know,
I love Rui's game. I just wish he was more consistent.
yeah, that's the thing with him is the consistency.
I mean, he's a serious matchup problem.
He really is.
Like, and he's strong as shit. Like you can really tell when it's like when a guy his height gets matched up on him. It's still people still have problems with him.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely. And
very physical.
he kind of can play multiple positions too. He can guard really two through five, I think. You know, some twos might be a little quick, some fives might be a little big, but I'm comfortable with him switching on to the ball in a pick and roll and then also switching onto a big in the pick and roll. So um yeah, I think he's pretty versatile. I just like to see him be a little more consistent with the jumper and then like when he gets to the rim, he's got to be aggressive because they need scoring.
Yeah, I like him. I like him elbow in.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be able to knock down that like corner three though.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think he's shown that he can. It's just the like we said, the consistency of it.
Yeah. All right, well, moving on from Lakers talk, I want to talk a little bit about Spotify versus Apple Music. Not going to go into a full comparison, like things that are good about Apple, things that are good about Spotify, because truthfully, I haven't had it that long um, to make that comparison. But I got Spotify a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty hard. I had to kind of start completely over on my music library, which doesn't sound that bad until you actually do it, and you have absolutely zero music on your phone. So you have to completely rely on like Spotify and the infinity mode to give you new songs. Sure, you can search for them, but your mind always seems to draw a blank on good music when you have zero songs. But um, it was kind of nice starting over because I got to completely purge all that old music that's downloaded on my phone that I didn't listen to. But not having my like go-to playlist has been tough.
Yeah, I wish
I
there was
think,
a way that you could like cross-platform,
yeah, that would
like
have been
introduce something.
that would have been cool concept to get some of my playlist songs over, but I understand why that can't happen. But um, what I'm doing right now is primarily the like infinity mode that Apple Music actually has this, so it's not like
Sorry,
anything
what was
new.
that? Marissa popped in.
Oh, what I'm doing right now is I'm using the like infinity mode, so I'll select a song and then let Spotify kind of take the rest of my songs that play next based on the song that I selected. So I'm getting some good suggestions and stuff like that and adding to my playlist. And then Spotify does a good job of suggesting songs based on the playlist that's already been created. So I do think that's all right. I had some technical difficulties. I don't know where we left off. I know we were talking about Spotify versus Apple Music. Uh, all in all, about Spotify versus Apple Music is I need some Spotify hacks. So you Spotify users, you PlayStation players, uh, give me some of your tips on how to find the good playlists, because I think that's what Spotify does well. And then now I need to start accumulating my music. So shoot me some tips. Um, Overall, I think it's been a good experience with the Switch. I just need those tips.
Get in the comments.
Get in the
And
comments.
should we start reading the comments that we
I
get every
think
week?
we Yeah, I think we should. That should be a segment, is the reading of the comments.
Okay. We will integrate that.
All right, we'll start next week. So if you got stuff you want to hear, um, hopefully they're about Tyler eating his dinner while doing the podcast. That's how much a priority he makes
I
your
thought
dinner
I
board.
did it. I thought I did a good time of or a good
Oh,
time, good job of muting myself, but I don't know.
yeah, we'll let the
We will.
listeners be a judge of that.
Yeah. If you heard my chewing, get in the comments. Let me know.
It
Any
was a
engagement.
little distracting for me. I think next time you decide to eat dinner on the podcast, we should turn cameras off because I just see your just beard getting a bunch of salmon in it. It was a little distracting.
But just aesthetically, not necessarily audioly.
Audioly, it didn't help that your Wi-Fi was bad and also had salmon on your face, but no, audioly, I did not get super distracted. Um, but moving on, let's talk random questions.
Break it down.
All right, random question number one. If you had to pick one season to get rid of, what would you pick and why?
To get rid of.
Yeah, just like, one of the four seasons, this is no longer a season, and you have to replace it with different season.
In the okay. Okay.
And the
Right now,
months, and the months that associate with that season that you are now going to cut out and are going to
so
be
we're
known.
essentially moving to a 9 month year.
No, 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 no. We're still going to have our 12 months, but the season that you input is going to just input the months of the season you took out. So, like, say you put an extra summer, we're just going to have an extra June, July, August.
So it's like June, July, August, June 1,
Yep.
July 1, August 1.
Yep. Exactly.
Fuck.
All the holidays
Well,
in those months are gone as well.
okay, then I think I get rid of summer. Well, one, the heat is absolutely fucking disgusting. You can barely go outside right now here. I'm gonna get rid of summer and I'm gonna replace it with fall and have 6 months of fall.
Okay, so you're getting rid of June, July, August, and you're replacing with September, October, November.
Yeah, and does that mean I get 2 birthdays now?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. That's
So
definitely what I'm doing.
so now you're 58 or something.
Yeah, okay.
You old sack of shit.
Just wiser.
Well, no. You just twice as ugly. Um,
I
I
muted so you
mean,
didn't hear me slurp up my drink.
yeah, thank God. I don't have to kill myself.
You still can.
Yeah. Um, I think that's a horrible take. I think getting rid of summer is a complete disaster. Winter is the clear, obvious choice. Get rid of December, January, and February. Good God. Um, sure, we lose Christmas, New Year's, President's Day,
What'd you
MLK
do?
Day,
Yeah, yeah, dude. Canceled.
a certain month.
Ooh, you, my God.
I'm just saying, it's
This
cold. You
this boy
can't do
acting
anything
different.
outside.
Yeah, weird chat.
Yeah, it's cold. You can't do anything
Um,
outside. It's just not good. It's winter is no
what are
fun.
you
And
replacing it with?
I'm replacing it with another summer. June, July, August. Right there at the beginning of the year. Talk about starting the year off right. June to end the year, you kidding me?
I don't know, dude.
And
It is
it's
interesting
and
that
it's
we
a
both went with double birthdays, though.
that is true. Um, Also, late summer, fall is kind of hurricane season. So now you think we get a summer without hurricane season at the end and then going into the beginning of the year.
Yeah, no hurricane season is a plus for sure.
For
For
sure.
sure.
But yeah, all right, that's what I picked. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that I'm right, you're wrong, but whatever. 6 months of fall would be cool. I could be down with that, but I wouldn't replace it with summer.
Yeah, it's been so fucking miserable, dude. Like this weather really has been disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I have some thoughts that I could say, but I'll probably keep them to myself. I've already trashed you a little too much today.
It's nice that you've acknowledged it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to look out for you, dude.
Recording in progress.
What in the fuck? Tyler's gone.
I'm here. Can
What
you
the
hear
hell
me?
is Servy?
I don't. I don't know, dude. I'm on my other computer. I figured it out.
Oh, it has a much better webcam.
Wow.
It makes
Wow.
you look twice as bad.
Camera's too good, huh?
Yeah, the camera got really good, and then that whole short beard thinning thing went away real quick.
Wow.
Oh man. All right, well that's my first random question. So you're up.
My first question is let me make sure that does it sound like I'm talking through the mic?
Yeah.
You hear this?
Yes.
Okay. So there's been some discussion in our fantasy football chat about because we voted for a last place punishment,
Hmm.
7-3. And Colin sent out a chat or sent out a message asking everybody for some input on what they think a good punishment would be.
and there was next to no participation in that. I think Dom said like wearing your favorite team's rival jersey and like posting it as your like social media profile picture, which would suck. Like for you have to keep it that way for a year. So like
A
me wearing
year.
yeah, so like me wearing a Patriots jersey would be terrible. Um, and then Drew suggested like first place gets to name last place team for the next year, which is like pretty low risk, but could be humiliating. And then I threw in the chat after Colin sent out another message calling everybody out for their lack of participation. My suggestion was that the loser would have to take a full notary class and become a licensed notary because it was the most boring 9 hours of my life. But then they also get something out of it.
Yeah, I mean that's a terrible one.
Okay, good. My question was going to be, what are your thoughts on my suggestion? So I'm glad to know it's terrible.
Your your suggestion was terrible. Um, sure that probably wouldn't be fun. I like Drew's. Um, naming the last place teams could get funny, but it also is pretty low threat. And I think that's good for a first season punishment, like something that is not going to really affect you. I think the social media thing is funny. Um, you'd have to buy another team's jersey, which would suck because jerseys aren't cheap. Also, having your profile picture for a year, as that is a lot, I think the wives would probably be upset. Um, that there's no picture of them on their profile picture for a year, especially if you have a kid. Not putting that on your profile picture is going to be pretty jacked up. But
Just
um,
me with a fucking Tom Brady jersey.
I do think it's funny. I think maybe posting a photo or something like that is funny. Like having to maybe buy a t-shirt. Like you can go probably get like a Patriots t-shirt from Walmart or something, and then posting a photo on social media. I definitely think that's a funny thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, overall, two decent suggestions. I'd probably, if I was the commissioner, I'm not, but I'd probably roll with Drew's suggestion about the first place team getting to name the last place team.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most palatable suggestion.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones we talked about for the fantasy basketball league. I know we talked about um, like spending 24 hours in Buffalo Wild Wings, and then every beer you drink is like for something like that.
Yeah, that one would be fun. Could get expensive.
Could get expensive, or it could not. You could just sit there.
Yeah, or you could just be bored all day.
Maybe not 24 hours because obviously they're not open 24 hours, but just probably open to close, and every beer you drink is an hour off.
So we're
Uh,
talking 11 to
11 to
midnight.
midnight. Yeah, and you could just, sit there and basically watch. It'd be like a Sunday or something, and you just watch football all day at the bar.
You have 6 beers. What does that take off 3 hours?
Well, actually, I guess it'd still be, you could still do football because you'll know who came in last place before the season's over. So it'd be like playoff or maybe like last week of the regular season type deal, but you could still do it.
That could be part of the punishment. You have to go on a day when there are no four major sport games on.
That would be terrible. Uh, that would be miserable. Also, we talked about like the going to dinner with the sex doll thing. Hilarious.
I would never do that. I would quit the
That's
league.
yeah, that's yeah. Nobody's gonna really do that, but it would be funny.
Yeah, it would definitely be funny.
It'd be funny if it wasn't you.
the stand up thing we talked about too, like doing like a open mic.
Yeah, I mean the thing is you have to do something that people are actually gonna participate in, and I could definitely see like some hesitation to participate if you have to do something that would make it to where they're not just the people that lose or come in last place or whatever aren't just gonna be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll just not play in the league next year.
Yeah, they're like you have to get established on the last place punishment, I think,
Yeah.
and like people taking it seriously. And if you don't do it, there being a penalty.
Yeah. I mean, the penalty would probably be something like, hey, all right, you're not in the league anymore,
Not in the league anymore, or you can pay everybody's league fee.
which is, I think that league is pretty expensive, so that's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
it'd be over $1,000.
Yeah. So yeah, not going to happen. Uh, but yeah, I think the naming the last place team is good. Or my vote is still going to a Buffalo Wild Wings open to close.
That or like a Waffle House, and every waffle you eat is an hour off.
That'd be funny too.
That I'd get sick.
That'd be a lot of waffles.
Yeah, like beer, I feel like you're almost conditioned to have, 6 or 7, but like 6 or 7 waffles, like that will not sit well.
Yeah, 6 or 7 waffles would be a lot. And I mean, given you're going to be in there for a long time, um, you're just sitting in there and you just eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I wonder if
Maybe
like Waffle House, you could legit do it 24 hours.
yeah,
And like if you could bring your laptop or something, like post up next to an outlet, like you have breakfast 3 waffles, lunch 3 waffles, dinner 3 waffles, and you can watch like fucking Netflix or something. Like then it's not that bad.
that doesn't sound like that bad of a day.
Yeah, take a little nap, watch a couple fights.
Yeah. Um, all right. Well, you guys got to let me know what you choose on that one. My next random question is, what's your stance on shock collars for pets? Like for
Mm,
training?
I think it's probably animal abuse.
Okay, well, we got Kobe's shock.
I was just saying that because Wes got Kylo one.
Yeah, no,
I
we
don't.
got one too.
I don't really think that. I mean, it obviously, if you're abusing it,
For
it
sure.
can be animal abuse. But for a dog that can't control itself or something, you have to like if you can't just, in my opinion, put something on a dog and not know what it feels like. So you have to test it on yourself.
Yeah, I put the shock collar on my neck, and it shocked me more than I thought it was going to.
And so are you lowering the
No, it was at its lowest.
and you're
I
still going to
haven't
use it?
I haven't used it yet. That's because I'm a little worried about it because it was like I like did it and like I was pressed a button and my neck went like just tensed up on its own. Like you know how stem you ever do stem when we were in high school and went to the trainer and stuff and like twitch your muscles. Well, I had
Mhm.
it like right here on the side of my neck because I didn't want to put it on my like whatever this is called, my larynx or whatever that is. Um,
Abdo.
well, that yes, but I didn't want to put it there, and I just wanted to see how it felt like. So I did it, and it like tensed up, and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know if I want to put that on him."
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a moral gray area.
Yeah, I mean, we got the one we got specifically because it's got a beep, like it goes, and then also vibrates, and then there's a third button that's shock. So ideally, we never used the shock function. Honestly, I don't think I ever even would because of how it felt on me.
Is it like a bar like for when he barks?
No, it's not really barks. We haven't used it yet because we're trying to figure out the right way to implement it. I don't want it to just scare him. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the beep to mean something. Does it mean come here? Does it mean no? Like we have to figure out what it's mean because if I just put this thing on him and then he gets excited and I just start hitting this beep, like he's just gonna get confused. So I have to figure out a way to like teach him like hey, if this thing is beeping right in your ear, that means like I'm trying to get your attention or whatever it may be. So that's how we haven't used it yet. But I've been watching some videos on it and well, I guess the reason this comes up, the reason we got it is Toby's doing really well. Like he, knows all his little commands. He'll stay right with you off leash. Um, we can be in a park, nobody around. He can be 50 feet away, and I can say, Kobe, come. And then he'll run to me. Like he definitely knows the commands and stuff. But if there's like other people, not even other people, it's little kids. For something, he gets so excited with little kids around. He's not really super interested in other dogs, but like little kids, something triggers and his absolute, like there's no hearing, there's no eyesight. It's just like, let me run as fast as I can to this little kid. And, I'm letting him out of the car as we're going to the river. And usually I let them out of the car with no leash on, and they kind of sniff around for a second, then I throw them on there. But there was this little girl at a table like 100 feet away, and he got out of the car and he freaking bolted at her. Now he was friendly when he got up there. He's kind of licking her and like he's all up in her face, but like thankfully that family was very used to dogs because if they weren't, like that could have been a very scary thing. And the mom was very nice. She's like, "Oh, don't worry, we have labs at home. We get it." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but he can't be doing that because not everybody has labs at home. They don't understand that this dog is not going to bite me, etc." So we got him this thing, and I'm gonna try and do it to where we'll train him and like we'll get in the backyard and I'll put it on him, and every time it beeps, I'll get him to come here. So it'll be like beep means come, and the vibrate will mean no, I guess. Even though the vibrate is still a little like it vibrates.
Eat means come.
You're ridiculous.
I don't know if you want to be teaching your dog that, buddy.
Oh my God. The beep means come
I
here.
mean, beep means come when you get over here. All right.
Speaking of that, he's getting fixed on Tuesday.
Has he had any accidents?
Accidents
As in ejaculation. I mean, that happens with animals.
not that I've seen. He does hump. He had this little pillow, and it was like a pillow pet kind of deal. It was Tigger, and he
Wow.
was humping the shit out of Tigger.
Has an attraction to tigers.
Yeah, apparently. And then he ended up killing Tigger, so we threw it away, and now he has no girlfriend, and he's about to get his balls cut off.
That's what happens.
Yeah. So it's interesting. We have to drop him off Monday at like 3 p.m. for a surgery on Tuesday at early in the morning. So Sam is pretty. I think it's something about they don't want him to be all like freaked out immediately. You take him to this place and then he gets put into surgery. So they're like, okay, let him stay here overnight, get comfortable in the little like kennel they put him in, and then I don't know.
And then chop his ball sack off.
They, like I said, he has weird reproductive organs. His testicles are up in his abdomen,
Oh yeah, he
so
didn't his balls didn't drop, right?
his balls didn't drop. Uh, so they have to go in and they're basically gonna spay him like a little girl.
It's probably better for him though, medically, right?
I think it's a more invasive procedure. So uh, it's a surgery, so I'm a little nervous. I don't really know how it goes. I think, putting a cone on him and getting him to chill the fuck out for the next week is going to be tough because he's a puppy, he's a hyper dog.
He's gonna need some downers.
Yeah, maybe we'll give him some of your Klonopins.
Yeah, I could ship you some K pins. I think that's actually 100% illegal. Um,
Probably.
um, I meant like, isn't it safer for him to get that done and not have potential issues with the undistended balls?
Yeah, so that's the reason we're having to do it a little early. They say kind of wait till he's about 2 so he can fully grow and develop. And he's not even 1 yet, but the vet was telling us that if his testicles stay in his abdomen, for a longer period of time, they can kind of become cancerous, essentially. They can turn into a tumor and become cancerous. So obviously, we don't want that.
Balls can be cancerous.
The ball cancer. Don't want to have the ball cancer. But yeah, okay. So that was my random question. We got Kobe a shot color.
Inhumane, I think, is what we're leaning towards on the shocking.
I think if it's abused, I think we came to that conclusion. I think there's a way to do it humanely. Maybe it's just my shocking device, like the brand of collar that I have that was pretty strong. Not all of them are probably like that, but I do not want to shock my dog.
I felt Wes's that he does with Kylo. It's not that bad.
Yeah, so but yeah, mine like mine it seized up my neck. I was like, oh shit. Did you put it on your neck?
I put it on my wrist.
Ah, see, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna put that on the dog's neck, you put that thing on your neck.
Talk to Wes. It's not my dog.
Well, I'm talking to you because you felt it on your wrist.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if Kylo was my dog and he barked that much, I would just punch him till he stopped.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. You don't have the balls. You won't even punch a guy that calls you fat.
Kylo's never called me fat.
He just barks at you. You don't know what he's saying.
God, that would be rude if he was.
Fat, fat, fat.
Fat, 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 fat. Anyway, since I just saw Superman, give me your top 5 favorite superheroes.
You know I'm not good with the superheroes.
It can be anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily from anything.
All right. I'll probably go Spider-Man pretty high up there. I like Spider-Man. I feel like Flash is up there. I like Flash.
Fast.
I like Deadpool. He's funny in the movies. Um, we'll go Mario.
From Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah, gotta be a
Okay.
superhero. Gotta be
Okay.
considered a
I
superhero.
would say he's probably a superhero in that universe.
And we need one more.
Yep.
Trying to think of my options. I don't really know tons about. I like the Hulk. The Hulk could be up there. Um, what about isn't there a cool dude in the Fantastic Four?
There's Mr. Fantastic, who's like stretchy, who is not who you're
No.
talking about. The Thing, who's like made of bricks. Invisible
No.
Woman, and Johnny Storm.
Is it
He
Silver
turned-
Surfer?
Silver Surfer is in that movie. You've
No,
seen
we'll
the
go
Ozarks,
with
right?
seen what?
What's that show, Ozark?
Yeah.
You know the little like blonde girl with like blonde curly hair.
Yes.
She is playing Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four movie that's about to come out.
That's very interesting. Don't know how that character is going to transition, but I'm here for it. I'm gonna go the baby in the Incredibles.
Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it? Spider-Man, Flash, Deadpool, Mario, and Jack from The Incredibles.
Yeah. Still a pretty solid
Interesting.
list.
I mean, they're powerful.
Yeah.
They're powerful for sure.
All right, let's hear yours.
I'm gonna go Hulk. Then give me Loki,
Don't know who that is.
Thor's brother, Loki.
Okay.
Then give me Batman,
Yeah, classic.
Spider-Man.
Another classic.
Then for the last one, I think I'm going Professor X.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fuck Batman. Give me Wolverine.
All right. I like your list. I think it's a solid list. But yeah, I'm not super into the whole universes. What's Superman? Is that Marvel or is that DC?
That's DC.
So I've is DC so back with Superman? Because I've heard it's good.
DC's back, brother.
DC's back. Spider-Man's
DC's
DC
back.
too, right?
No, Spider-Man's Marvel.
Spider-Man's Marvel. Huh.
Most superheroes that you know are Marvel.
Okay. Interesting.
Like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, DC.
Yeah, see, those are like the classic like
That's like
superheroes.
DC, Justice League.
Yeah. The weird ones are like the newer ones where it's, I'm not saying these are new superheroes, but I feel like the newer movies where it's, like Captain America, uh, Iron Man, and all those people. That's Marvel.
Yeah. Iron Man in the comic books for a long time was kind of like a B character, like not part of their main thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's jump into Pat's peeves. We got about 10 minutes left, and I think we'll probably just close this one out. But Pat's peeves number one, I got three. So number one is weirdly short green lights. You know what I'm talking about? Like you're turning left or something like that, and it'll turn green. Like the first car will barely even cross the line, and it's already turning yellow again. So you have to run the light because you're not going to just get caught at that light again.
I run red lights like that all the time.
Yeah, I know. Me too, because you have to. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get stuck all day.
Yeah.
Pet peeve of mine kind of relates to that is when someone's at a yellow light and they make the decision to stop for me.
Ugh.
Like when
I
they
hate that too.
they would have crossed at yellow and it probably would have been red for me, but I was going.
Yeah.
So you start to kind of like give it a little extra gas and they stop and you got to slam on your brakes.
Yeah, see, sometimes that'll happen to me when I'm not really paying attention, maybe looking at my phone. Don't text and drive. I don't do that, but occasionally I've glanced down at my phone, obviously just to check the time or something. And then I'll
Once in
look
a
up
while.
and the light will be yellow, and I'm like, fuck. Did it just turn yellow or has it been yellow for a second? So I stop and then I'll get to like almost a complete stop before the light even turns to red. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. That's happened to me when I've looked up, the light has been red and I've been like, oh,
Yeah, that's bad. That means you were looking at your phone for way too long.
hey man, tomato, tomato.
All right. Past peeve number two is Kobe is learning to lift his leg when he pees. He's in that phase where he was just squatting. Now he's learning to like lift his leg and turn to the side and pee on things. Well, uh, he hasn't quite figured out the control, so he's peeing all over his front left leg. Like he lifts his leg up and he's still aiming forward, so he's just pissing on his front left leg.
That's hilarious.
So like every time he comes inside, I have to basically give him like a freaking wet wipe bath. It's annoying.
Charlie used to do this, like, because Charlie would like mainly go to the left side.
Yeah.
Then every once in a while he would go the other way and look and like could like barely lift his other leg off the ground. Like fuck, I was like, why are you even doing this to yourself, dude? Just pee the regular way.
It's like if you're trying to wipe left-handed.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You don't have to.
Yeah,
Like, no one's
just
making you
no.
do this.
Yeah. Any more
All right,
past peeves?
R.I.P. Charles.
Yeah, RIP. Rip.
My
Rip
that's my
Charles.
pet peeve. Taken too young.
Taken too young. He was old though.
He was only 15.
Only 15. Jesus Christ. It's like 107 in dog years.
Could have squeezed a couple more out, Charlie.
Pat's peeve number three is people weird out in the gym lifting regular weight.
Doing what?
Like geared out, being all like wearing lifting
Oh, like on the
shoes and
gyms.
in the
Oh,
gym, yeah, like wearing all this
I thought
stuff in
you
the
were
gym.
saying. I thought you were saying they were on gear.
No, 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 no. Like they'd be a little stronger if they were, but uh like wearing all this fancy stuff, like the lifting shoes they're wearing like their straps, but they're not even using them. They're just wearing them as like an accessory in the gym. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, they like let him hang down.
They just let them hang. They're not even freaking using them.
I fucking hate when people. First of all, get some calluses on your hand, pussy.
Right.
And second of all, use them.
Yeah, if you're gonna wear them, use them. Like you should be like I get it if you're using them and you're keeping them on through your sets, like that makes sense because I'm not gonna take them off every time either. But if you're walking around like going to get water and like not even really doing a lift that you need straps for, like take your fucking straps off. Um, Also I saw this dude wearing a bench shirt. You know those bench shirts? You like put them over your arm, it's supposed to help. He was benching 185 with a bench shirt on.
That's supposed to add like 25 pounds to your bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you're wearing a bench shirt and you're not doing 2 plates,
No, you
like,
don't wear a bench shirt unless you have you cannot wear a bench shirt unless you have 365 on the bar.
well, that's a lot.
No, no. 365, 315, I can't do it, but you can't wear a bench shirt to do that. You have to be able to at least bench 315 raw in order to be qualified to wear a bench shirt. I think this should be a rule.
Well, talk to the president.
I might. Like, yo, Commander in Chief, like, we got to get some fucking rules in here. Put a tariff on bench shirts that people can't bench 315.
Classic.
Yeah. All right, Mike's like, I got a Mike's like, and Sammy went on a work trip, so she was out of town Sunday through Tuesday, and she got back and she told me um, that they did their training and the group of girls or whatever like went to a happy hour thing and got some drinks, and the one girl that was like leading the training does this thing where she really likes going to places that have touch tunes. You know what I'm talking about?
The music thing?
Yeah, where you basically a jukebox where you can go on your phone and like select the music.
Yeah.
And she just plays Who Let the Dogs Out, but she'll like override people's songs to keep playing Who Let the Dogs Out. But she acts like she doesn't know who's doing it.
They don't know who's letting the dogs out.
And I thought that was the funniest fucking like prank to play in a bar. It's just to continuously play Who Let the Dogs Out and act like you have no idea.
Yeah, and she has to pay extra to like force her song to be next.
Yeah, she probably spent like freaking $15 to keep forcing her thing.
Hey man, might as well.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was so funny. I might make that into one of my things.
Do they even have touchstones in Missouri?
Yeah, no, probably not. No,
You guys even have cable out there?
I don't know. I don't have cable, so I'm not sure.
I'm so far removed from cable, it's not even a consideration.
Yeah. Um, I got one more Mike's like, and it's just being in the gym, pre-workout hitting, and you just got a real singable song blasting through your headphones.
Are you singing it
No, I'm not. Oh yeah, in the gym, definitely singing it.
out loud?
Uh, Maybe under my breath. I'm mouthing the words under my breath. Kind of depends on the situation. Probably there might be some suspect language that my kind isn't allowed to say, so probably not.
Um, my mic's like was being at Buzz's Roost and then just dancing, and Hot in Here came on,
Oh,
and I rapped that probably as good as I've rapped like any Biggie, but like I don't think people were like Drew was expecting it, so the camera didn't come out. And like as the chorus was going on, like I really wasn't sure what was coming next in the song, but then it just started and I was just flowing. I was like I was in like a, what is it called, like a fugue state. Did I just use that correctly?
I don't know if it's you. Flow state.
Flow state.
Yeah, flow state. No, I feel that. Um, Good feeling.
Okay. A fugue state is a rare psychological condition characterized by reversible amnesia regarding one's identity, often accompanied by unexpected travel or wandering.
Nice.
That's how I felt in Buzz's Roost.
Flow state. Flow state. But yeah, closing comment for me. I accidentally threw my AirPods in the washing machine, so I got them in some rice, and we'll see. I'll report back if they work or not in about 12 hours. It said to keep them in rice for 12 hours before you try to use them.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed off when I'm taking clothes out of the washer and then something rattled around. I was like, "What is that? What is that?" Like, I leave some change in my pocket and just two little AirPods sitting on the bottom of the washer.
I hate when I leave my AirPods in the washer.
Yeah, damn AirPods.
My closing comment is I can't remember if I already gave Corey a shirt.
The end.